If you're watching this, there's a good chance you're a high achiever. You're someone who has climbed the mountain, secured the promotion, built the business. What if I told you that even after all of your success, you may find yourself feeling entirely unmotivated, not because you failed, but because you won the game? You're looking around wondering why having everything you worked for suddenly feels so empty. It's a very specific kind of crisis. If you're struggling with the fear of an empty legacy, you feel like all that you achieve doesn't really matter, and that maybe you've been focusing on the wrong thing, have a listen in. We're going to talk about legacy. That what you leave behind is more important than the applause you receive for the accolades. By the end of this video, I'm going to give you 3 practical tools to finally shift from success to significance. I'm Aubrey Lynch, a former professional dancer, Disney executive, and wellness director, and for the last 40 years, I've helped high achievers transform their highest challenges into authentic power. Because walking with lions means living your life as a gift to your tribe. Welcome to Season 6 of Roar. In our last episode, we talked about the final bow and the spirituality of clean closures. What happens after that final bow? You've gotten closure, or you made closure within yourself? What happens when the audience refuses to stop clapping? You come back out, give an encore. True artists know the encore isn't for you. It's a gift back to the audience. It's your way of saying thank you for holding space for me. Here is everything I have left to give. There was nothing more fun for me than doing an encore performance when I danced with Alvin Ailey, American Dance Theater. And I was grateful to the audience for the joy they gave me as a performer. And it felt really fulfilling, the joy that I gave them. Beautiful memories. Out in the real world, outside the theater, high achievers can often forget to give an encore. We spend decades accumulating wealth, titles, power, and prestige. But when you finally achieve that success, you hit a psychological crossroad. You either start giving it away or you start hoarding it. This brings us to a foundational concept in developmental psychology, generativity versus stagnation. Originally developed by psychologist Erik Erikson, this is the 7th stage of psychological development, typically occurring after mid-adulthood or after a period of significant career establishment. Erikson realized that once we have secured our identities, we face a profound crisis of purpose. Stagnation occurs when we turn completely inward. We become self-absorbed, holding tightly to our titles, our bank accounts, and our relevance. We fear being replaced by the younger generation, so we build walls. Stagnation breeds deep, chilling emptiness. It's the feeling of being disconnected from society, sitting alone on a pile of accolades. Generativity, on the other hand, is the biological and psychological desire to guide the next generation. It's the need to create or nurture things that will outlast you. It's shifting your focus from success to significance. When you engage in generativity, through mentoring, teaching, or establishing a legacy, you tap into a profound sense of pride, responsibility, and emotional fulfillment. It's the ultimate antidote to the existential dread of losing relevance. The more you give away your wisdom, the more valuable your life becomes. As an artist, my entire early career was inherently self-focused. I moved to New York City desperate to be a dancer. I pushed my body to the absolute limit. I wanted the spotlight. The real shift, the true magic of my career, happened when I transitioned into leadership and education. During my time as dance director at the Harlem School of the Arts, I began working with incredibly gifted young artists. I had the profound honor of mentoring kids who had the same burning dreams as I once had. My job was no longer to be the star. My job was to give them the cheat codes. I taught them how to navigate the audition room, how to stand in their authentic power, and how to silence the self-doubt that society inevitably throws at young, talented people of color. I realized that my greatest performance wasn't under the stage lights, it was in the success of the people I had touched. You don't need a 40-year career in the performing arts to do this. Whether you're a corporate executive, an academic, or a parent, there is a generation coming up right behind you that desperately needs your blueprint. They need to see your golden scars. If you hoard your wisdom because you're afraid of losing your spot, you will stagnate. But if you turn around and pull someone else up, your legacy becomes immortal. It's incredibly easy to let the ego trap you in the pursuit of more. I want more. The world is full of wanting more. How do we walk with the line of our own ego and transition from success to significance? How do we build a life that serves the collective? Here are 3 ways to help you master generativity. Be a mentor. The fastest way to break the cycle of stagnation is to share your lived experience. Identify one person who is currently behind you in their journey. It could be a junior colleague, a young artist, or a student. Reach out to them and offer them 30 minutes of your time with absolutely no strings attached. Do not make it a formal interview. Make it a safe space for them to ask the questions they're too afraid to ask their boss. Give them the cheat codes. The tribe statement. We all have professional goals, but rarely do we set a legacy goal. Take out your journal and write your personal mission statement for the next year. Ask yourself, how will my high achievement serve more than just my own ego? If you get the promotion, how does it benefit your team? If you build the business, how does it uplift your community? When your success is tied to the elevation of others, you unlock a limitless intrinsic motivation that prevents burnout. The Generativity Legacy Letter. In clinical psychology, researchers have found that brief writing-based generativity interventions not only improve psychological well-being, but actually reduce biological markers of inflammation in the body. Caring for the future literally heals you in the present. I challenge you to sit down and write a letter to a younger relative or simply to the next generation in your industry. Write down the 3 most painful, hard-earned lessons you acquired in your life, your goals and scars. Explain how you survived them and what you learned. You don't have to mail the letter. The psychological act of organizing your wisdom into a narrative meant to protect and guide someone else immediately shifts your brain from a state of anxious stagnation into a state of profound purpose. That's how I make these videos. It's a way to share my wisdom, and it removes anxiety and stress from my life. Because I know there is something more important than my ego and my accolades. You are important to me too. This wraps up Season 6 of Roar, the Virtuoso Plan. We've journeyed from public messiness to creative loneliness, and finally the beauty of the encore. But the journey of self-awareness never truly ends. Look out for the next season. 150 videos. How's that for dedication? And a commitment. So if you're feeling the call to leave a legacy that outlasts your resume, hit that like and subscribe. We're building a tribe of high achievers who know that true power is collective. Pass on your legacy. One planet, one tribe, one world, one love. I'll see you there.